Do you need your own homepage, professional looking website? Today, I'm going to teach you how to make one on Canva. It's awesome. My name is Steph and I love helping small business owners grow their influence and their profits using marketing strategies that actually work. If this helps you out today, give me some love, hit that like button, and let's dive right into this tutorial.
This is the website that we will be creating in Canva today. It's 100% optimized for mobile viewing with perfect spacing. It has 7 blocks, or as Canva calls them, pages: hook title, about me, services, quote, a YouTube area, testimonials, and finally a call to action leading them to the next step. Now let's hop into Canva and build your site.
Starting with page 1, I am going to grab my Google Doc where I have the information of what I want things to say, and I'm just going to start filling in the blanks here. Look and feel your best, and I want this to be on 2 lines, okay? And then we're going to change out my name, and this button's going to say, do it for you. Okay, and then we need to still change the color of the font and also the picture and the sizing of things. Let's grab a video for the background of this. So I'm going to click on the Elements button, and then I am going to search for, let's do beach ocean. You can see it's in my recent searches, and then let's click on videos. Then I'm going to scroll down to grab the one that I want. I'm going to click on it and drag it over here, and it's going to autofill in. I'm going to double click on it so I can enlarge it because I want the ocean to take up more of the space. Now, you can increase the transparency to make it lighter, darker, as you want. Now I'm going to change my fonts. We're going to do Barlow Condensed Thin, and we're going to make that bold, and we're going to change it to a whitish color and increase the size. Same with my name. We're going to go to Barlow Condensed, change it to the white, make it all caps to fit with my branding. And then same with the Do It For You button. We're going to do the same, select the text, Barlow Condensed, change it to all caps. And then we definitely want to increase size. And there we have it. So now that we have page 1 done already, now let's move on to page 2. Right off the bat, we're going to pop back over to my document. We'll add the links in exactly later. We'll link everything all at one time. We're going to have this say, hi, I'm Steph. Change out the font, make it bold. Let's increase the size to make it a little bit larger since that's a smaller font. We'll change the formatting here in a moment. Let's go back, grab my information. It's just my name. Here I'm just putting like my name, who I am, my tagline. Okay, I'm going to add some spacing here. White spacing is critical. And then I'm also going to change the font of all of this. Okay, I'm going to quickly ungroup this. Grouping things matter. So you want to regroup after you've ungrouped. Let me regroup these items. Okay, now we just need to change out the picture. So I'm going to go to pictures I've uploaded and grab one of myself. So here's the picture of me and my boys that I like. I'm popping it in there. I'm going to put us so we fit so the top of my head isn't cut off. All right, and then because this is kind of like an adventure theme and I want people to like think of like fun and changing their life and positive changes, right? I'm gonna put in a background that is palm trees because that just sounds fun to me. So I'm unlocking that. So now let's go back to Elements and let's search for beach palm trees. Let's see what pops up. Let's go to photos. Okay, so this one looks great. So I'm going to hover it over, pop it in. Oh, let's hover it over, pop it in. Okay, now we need to work on the transparency because the transparency is like barely anything. Okay, and now that we can actually see it a bit more, I want to change how the layout is. I'm going to double click on it. We're going to enlarge this and like actually move it over. So we're cutting out the people and it's more just the palm trees. There we go. Okay, and now we are already done with page 2. So I just chose this color because I didn't like the other color really quickly. Just made it a little bit brighter to make it pop. Okay, kind of stay on point with my branding colors. All right, so I'm going to change out these this word. So if we pop back over, you can see right here, I want it to say mental wellness. So we're going to grab that. Let's pop that back into here. Okay. And let's change, while we're here, let's change the font. Barlow condensed thin. We'll make it bold. We'll change it to 38. We are going to decrease this so it's there. Okay. So now it should look very similar to the other one. All right. Now we are going to change out these names. Let's grab our names here. So Happy Juice is the first. Pop that in there. Okay, now I'm going to just edit one of these. You'll see what I do here, and then we're going to copy paste it over to be the other ones. Okay, so we're going to make this a little bit larger, and I think I'm actually going to make it on 2 lines and centered. And then I just have to decide if I want it to be black or dark, but hey, and that's the video playing in the background. Here, we'll position that backward. Okay, so here's Happy Juice. Let's center that. Okay, it's happily centered. Okay, so we're going to just delete these 2. You could just use them also. We're going to Control C and move this guy over right to the center. And this one is going to just say weight loss. And then we're going to do the same thing again and move this one over to the center. And we're going to say beat depression. Beat depression. Okay, now we're going to change out the pictures. Okay, so we're going to go to photos, and you can use whatever pictures you want to use. I'm going to grab some that I've recently used. Okay, we're going to copy hold this one over into this first square, and then for the next one, we're going to use that one, except we're going to edit the image because it's really light, and in my company, the pill is purple, so we're going to pop over to duotone. Let's pop over to duotone. Let's grab lavender. Okay. Then we're going to change the transparency to make it even darker. Now, if we want to make this even darker, which I think I do, I'm going to do some contrast. So I'm just going to take that, swing it down here, increase the saturation. There we go. Okay. And we can do the same thing with Happy Juice. We can actually make this a lot brighter. Okay. And if we need to, what we do is we just change this font to be a darker color, right? So people can read it. We can also reposition this picture. So even though the cups are in there, they're not over the words as much. Okay. And then for beating depression, we are going to use this picture. So I'm just going to hold it down, pop it over, increase the transparency. Okay. And then we're going to change the color of the words. Okay, so since they're all that color, maybe we'll just do it all one and the same. Now, to make this look a little bit better, we're going to obviously change out the background, but I think I'm going to insert some squares around them. Okay, so let's X out of our palm trees. So here's just the outline, a square border. Click on it. I'm going to size it down to the size of this, and then I'm going to take it and make it the darker border color. And then Control CV, Control CV. Now we're going to change out the background picture. So let's make it something fun. Okay, so I think I'm going to pick like this road picture because we're kind of on a journey. Okay, so there we have it. I'm going to change this background color so it's this like bluish color. I'm going to change the transparency of this. I'm going to change the background color of this so it's again a different color. So the vibe is there. Okay. And then change this background color as well to be that same bluish, whitish color. Okay. So here we are, we kind of have our vibe going already. And if we want, we can change these to be the same color as that blue teal. Okay, now we're just going to add in a little bit more information. So we want to say people aren't quite ready to buy yet, but we're going to put in a part that says, want more info, join the Facebook group, right? Like a lot of times you're going to have a Facebook group for your business, which is cool. So that's what we're going to put in here. So pop that in there. We're going to make it 2 lines, change the font. add a question mark, want more info, join the Facebook group. And then we'll link these things here in a bit. So we are almost already halfway through our creation. Okay, now let's go to the part where you just insert like a fun quote or something like that. So this is on top of a video. You could put it on top of a picture, whatever you want. So let's do another video, and I'm kind of thinking mountain view, outdoorsy feel for this. So let's go back over to Elements, and I'm just going to go to my mountain search. I'm going to go on to videos. Here's the video that I like. So I'm just going to click, hold, carry it over, double click on it so I can increase the size because I want to take out as much sky really as possible. Okay, so there we have it. I'm going to click done. Playback, I want it to loop. That's great. For transparency, I can increase the transparency, decrease it if I want. Let's see what the background color is, black. So that's going to help it be darker. This, I'm going to make the wider color. That's the kind of the light blue. And let's insert our quote, which is growing up, most of us were educated about ways to take care of our physical health, but very few were educated on how to take care of our mental health. So that changes now. We're going to pop this bad boy in, take out that line, change the, let's select it all. And I think for this, just to have, we're going to make it all lower caps. And then you're going to pop in the person who said the quote. So that's directly from the company. It's a great company. So we love this company. Okay, now we're going to ungroup this so we can get this all on one line. This bad boy right here, it'll just look better. And then we'll center it back. Change the font. And for this one, we'll make it all caps. And then we'll maybe increase the size just a little bit. Okay, and there you have it. Okay, now if we want this to even be more out of the clouds, we're just going to increase the size on that a little bit more even. There we go. So it's mostly all just in the mountains. All right, moving on. Okay, let's change this so we get some spacing color the right way that we want it. Okay, so you may or may not have YouTube channels. If you don't have a YouTube channel or a podcast that you want to pop in here, you can just delete this page. But I have some YouTube videos for this, so I want to make note of those. So I'm going to change this, change the font to be my headline, change the size to make it larger, narrow that down. Now let's insert these videos and then we'll change the background color. So all the way over here on the side, I'm clicking on the three dots, going to YouTube. I'm going to pull up my channel. It's called Mom Life Convos. Click on it, click on the video you want, pop it in there, size it down. There's another one over here that's just not popping up right now. So let's make sure we delete that one. Okay, and then we'll click on this one. Pop it in here, size it over, get rid of the one behind it. This is an easy hack. There you have your YouTube videos. Now we just need to change the background colors or insert in a picture, right? So it looks better. Okay, so let's just insert in a fun background. But first, I'm going to make this more the white color. Let's change the title to be darker. We'll go back to our fun blue. Okay, so we're kind of alternating from like darks and whites, right? So there's some variety. Okay, now let's scroll back up to Elements. Let's go to Photos, and I want let's click out of the mountains. I used one recently, which was like kind of a dock picture. Let's click on See All. We didn't want that in there, or that. Okay, so we're going to use this one. So let's, Canva is like going crazy. Okay, so we're going to use this one. We're going to hold on it and slide it over. Okay, and then we're going to leave it how it is because I kind of like that, but we're going to adjust the transparency. So the transparency is lower. There's another YouTube video over here right now. It's just not popping up during this. But it will when it's published, and it also will during the preview here in a moment. So we're also going to put these in the white space here. So let's click on that and slide it down, enter, and then we're going to do the same thing here. So that way it just fits better. Okay, so we've now finished the next page. All we have left is testimonials and to insert the final links of where you want people to go. Okay, so we're going to change out this color again to make it this like brighter teal. We're going to simply change the font on this, Barlow Condensed Thin, bold, increase it to the size we like, make it all caps, and then we'll change the coloring in a moment. Let's insert in our pictures of the people. So if you have your people already uploaded, it makes it super simple. So this one is going there. And then Davida is popping in here. Increase the size. So their heads are all about the same size. And then Andrea is going in right there. Double click, increase the size of her head. Everyone's about the same, enter. Okay, now let's just insert in their information. So we go over to the Google Doc, and then last but not least, we get Andrea's information in. And then all we're gonna do is change the fonts of all of these. So we click condensed. Okay, so now let's change the background of this and just make it something fun again to kind of fit with like our outdoors, making positive changes vibe. Okay, let me change the font of this really quickly. Color. Okay, so let's find a fun picture. So here's like a colorful one from the outdoors. So we just need to make this background color white. And then move this back over, increase the transparency is like super low. Okay, so we can choose, if we want to make this a darker color, we can take away some of the brightness with this so it makes it easier for people to see. We're going to work on our last page and then we'll test out and view how everything looks and if we need to change any spacing or fonts of anything. Okay, but so here's our page. So now let's insert a new picture into this spot. So let's find, I like this guy. He's pretty simple. Okay, we're going to double click on him, make more of him visible. And then this is where we lead people to our final step. So I'm just calling it the next step. So I'm going to Control C that, pop this in here. Boom, let's make this all caps. Let's change our font, bold, we'll get the size that we want. The next step, okay? And then what are the next step we want people to take? Well, for me, I have 3 options. If they want a free 10 tips to boost your mood. So that's option 1. We're gonna pop that in there. Option 2 is to take a mental wellness quiz. So we'll Control C that one over, pop that in. And then this one is to start shopping with a $10 savings code, right? So we're giving people options, click on them each, make them the font that we want. There's some hacks to change all the fonts at one time. We'll link these in a moment. Okay, start shopping, $10 savings. And then we're gonna just get rid of this because we don't need the button. And then I don't need Pinterest or LinkedIn, but I do have Facebook and YouTube, so we'll leave those 2 and we'll just center them right there. And then we're going to change the background color. Okay, so maybe let's make these all a little bit larger. Now, I think we can link everything because I think we're to that point. So let's grab our links and put them in. So the Do It For You button, we're going to click the 3 dots, add the link, go over here, and it is 10 mood boosting tips. Grab that. Pop it in there. You can also link to another page in the document if you want. I don't want to do that. Now we're going to add in the link to Happy Juice. For the moment, I need to position this square backwards so I can get access to the picture. The link button, pop that in, enter. Now we're going to position backwards so it's back again. Okay, then we'll do the same thing with this, backward. Grab this, insert the link for weight loss. There we go, boom. And we're just gonna position it backwards again. And this one, position back. And this one is for beating depression. Grab that link. Then you can click publish your website, which is pretty cool. You can just use the free domain. So I'm just gonna add on tutorial here because that's what I'm making. And then what do I want it to say in the browser tab? Let's just say tutorial. You can change out the little picture there. I'm not going to for the sake of this. I show you how to do that with the templates if you decide to grab one, and you get a ton of options. So really, really cool. You get a home page, 3 different home pages and a sales page. And it didn't take that long to build this home page today. So let's see this design. All right, it says our site is live. So let's copy this link. Let's pop open a new browser, pop it in here, hit enter. It's gonna load our new website that we just made. So easy with these templates. So I highly suggest you grab one if you're looking to get a nice homepage website made in a day, okay? It's totally doable. So here you go, all the things. People can go click on this right now, and it looks really professional and it's so nice. Go grab your template. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in this video. If you got value out of this today, I highly encourage you to check out some of my other videos, and I'd love to work with you more inside the Parisi Pack. Okay, so now it's your turn. Go create a website. Head to stephanieparisi.com to grab your template. If you want to use one of mine, you can just see them there because it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Thanks for watching. Check out these videos that are popping up on the screen if you want to see some other marketing tips that I have for you. And I'll be back with another new video super soon to help you win in business.